ODM, what is wrong? Why are you throwing stones to Mrs. Sifuna? Sifuna is speaking his mind. I know you don't like people who speak their mind. Sifuna is speaking his mind. Hey, what's up, man? Sifuna, talk, bro. Talk. Talk. Let them be choked. Guys, watch this video. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And like and share and leave a comment in section below. Let me know what you're thinking, guys.
The project of removing William Ruto does not allow for sentiment. We will not work with angels. There are no angels. Even Sifuna is not an angel. I have my faults. I'm not a perfect human being. But the national priority project of removing William Ruto does not allow for sentiment. So, Dr. Fred Matiang'i has his faults. And, you know, that's why I said, I referred you to this preamble. We must all agree that we are going back to a government that respects the rule of law, human dignity, democratic governance, all of those. And I am happy that everybody who has declared to be president is being examined on their record. Is being examined on their record and their history. And this is the thing that we missed out in 2022. Because they say, a leopard never changes its spots. Your history is who you are. If you are died in the wool canoe hawk from the 90s, you know, Yvonne, when we were kids, when multi-party was coming, I was about 10 years in 92. They used to tell us that if you flash the two-finger salute, they will cut one finger. Who are those people who are telling us those things? These kind of youth wingers here who are in power now. From that time. So, examine the history of everyone. Fred Matiang'i has his faults. But if he's going to help us remove William Ruto, so be it. Why is John Badi not paying Kenyans the 6,000 we promised every month if he's there to do ODM bidding? We promised Kenyans that if we formed government, we would pay them a sustenance of 6,000 every month. Can he start paying so that we know that he's implementing ODM's manifesto? He's not doing that. He's not doing that. So please, this accusation is a bit unfair.
Ukiwa kwa ndani ya serikali, kaa kwa serikali. Kama unataka kuungana na opposition, enda upige kelele na bwana Gachagua. Na kama umechoka kwa katika ODM bwana Sifuna, enda kwa Gachagua, nafasi iko. Hiyo katibu mkuu mwingine atachukua. Asanteni sana bwana Sifuna, ukicheza tutakupiga. Asante sana. Kabisa.
Kisumu Youth for Ruto.
Ruto power.
Power. Today I address you with concern over the conduct and recent utterances of Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, a man who, instead of playing the role of a national leader, has reduced himself to a partisan mouthpiece, peddling division and selective outrage. At a time when our country faces serious socio-economic challenges and calls for unity grow louder. It is shameful that Mr. Sifuna finds comfort in undermining President William Ruto, the very symbol of our national unity and democratic choice of the people. When the president is attacked unfairly, we expect leaders across the divide, especially those in positions of influence like Sifuna, to stand up in defense of the truth. Instead, we have seen calculated silence.
Sifuna, kama iko mali unapewa pesa ili ukuje ulete confusion ya ODM ndani ya party ODM tunachukua instruction kutoka kwa Raila. Unaona? Na wewe ukiona ya kwamba party ya ODM imeluzo maarufu kwa sababu ya kuwork na William Ruto, tafadhali usikae na mwanamke ambaye sio mrembo ana matako. Toka uende utafute mwanamke ambaye ni mrembo ambaye unaweza rudi nayo 2027. Ukiona ya kwamba ODM sasa hivi watu wataki kusumbui juu ya ticket ya ODM kwa sababu ticket ya ODM imerudi chini. Jamani, si uende tu kwa chama ambayo iko na influence ili uende utafute naye ukiti re-election yako ya 2027 my friend. ODM tumeona sekretari mingi. Tulikuwa na Bobu na Mwamba, tumekuwa na Nyang' Nyong'o, tumekuwa na Margaret Langat. Unaona? So my friend Sifuna, nataka nikwambie ODM na Luo community hawatarudi maandamano. Hiyo mambo unachora, unataka tuambie Bukusu ngapi walikufa? Kwa hii maandamano tulikuwa Bukusu wangapi? Wewe ni secretary general ya ODM, utuambie ya kwamba kwenyu umetulipea wabunge wangapi, umetupea MCs wangapi? Ndio tuletee hiyo masharti yote wewe.
Tokeni huko tuendepi? Tuendepi? Ama unaambia mimi Hassan Joho, toka serikali sitoki. sitoki. Umeelewa? Ati toka huko uje, sitoki, sitoki ngo.
This is to Sifuna. Mr. Sifuna, hear my message. You know what? Learn to fly with eagles, because you learn how to fly higher. But if you fly with cocks, chicken, and the hawks, then you will be limited to fly. Listen, Mr. Raila Amolo Odinga has never produced a president in this country. Every time you want to be the president, you understand what I'm saying? Look at Kalonzo Musyoka, wasted talent. Look at Musalia Mudavadi, wasted. Look at Akina Orengo. Look at all those leaders who have been there for a long time. They can, of course, they can occupy these small spaces, but they cannot occupy the major spaces. You understand what I say? So you are so intelligent enough to look at what is going on in ODM. You can only learn, you can only be strong, you can only be empowered to speak, boldly. ODM can do that. You can make noise, you can, but when it comes to governance, it is very impossible. So either you have a choice, Mrs. Sifuna. If the ODM members will still keep on backing, you understand what I'm saying? Please, you have a chance to quit and join Ruto. Ruto is an ego. He flies higher and he knows how to attack. You understand what I'm saying? If you cannot join the William Ruto's UDA, then join hands with the so-called Matiang'i. Dr. Fred Matiang'i, though he's a slow thinker, but you can ignite his spirit so that he can changamuka, and then you can join hands together and lead the 2027 presidential candidacy. And you might produce a leader at the end of the day. And if you cannot make it 2027, why can't you try to 2032 and things can change? This is William Samoei Ruto. He quit ODM and he became, he joined the high flyers like the Kikuyus. What is that called? Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. What happened? Ooh, it became so profound. And look, he's the president today. So you have to be very careful. The ODM members are talkers but never doers. So if you are not very wise, you will end up being a talker, never doer, and you will create nothing. Your talks, your English, your researches, and everything you do is gonna be all fall in vain. So why is that, Mr. Sifuna? Make a right decision, man. Make a right decision. Let the barking dog keep on barking, because he seldom bites.